Hey there, YouTube friends. I've got a package that came in just the other day from PSA. Now, I know a lot of you saw my video that I posted the other day for the 50 card submission for pre-1956 cards. And reason I kind of got motivated to do that submission is because one that I had sent off in late November had been finished processing and was on its way back, and it just made me think, hey, you know, if I'm gonna do a reveal video, maybe I should do one before I send them off and kind of document my thoughts on what things might get and show some of those cards. So that was the inspiration, and so I'm going to show these cards that came back for me. This was just a 11 card submission that I sent off, and it was open to all years, that special was. So I'm going to start here with the most modern card, 2017 Topps Chrome. This was a short print variation, and this is the green refractor numbered to 99. And this card here, it was a friend knew I was a Cubs fan and gave this one to me, so really appreciate the kind gesture. Numbered 38 out of 99. Very cool card, and the perfect gem mint 10, which is awesome. So I can actually submit some cards that get high grades. I just don't send in that very many of them that do. And so other end of the spectrum, here are a couple of cards that I sent for different registries that I was doing. This one here is a 1948 Leaf card. I showed this in a pickup video a while back of Hall of Famer Joe Gordon. This card here was my first 48 Leaf card, and I'm doing a PSA registry for it's kind of a sampler type collection type set of various vintage sets from 1887 all the way to 1975, and this was one of the sets in there, and I didn't have a graded card, and so I picked up this one, and I decided, oh, you know, for just to be able to get the score, I'll send it in. And so PSA 1 on that. And these next two here, these are Bowman cards, a 1950 Phil Rizzuto and a 1951 Yogi Berra. Both PSA 1, of course, and for good obvious reasons, but these cards were significant because they were American League MVPs in 1950 and 1951. So these were the years they won the award. And something I try and do is pick up cards for the major award winners of a card for them that year that they won the award. And, you know, I don't normally say, oh, well, it's got to be PSA graded, and I'd picked up both of these raw, and, you know, I just felt for kind of being able to keep it as uniform as possible, I'd send those off to PSA as well. So just to get them preserved that way. So those two, and then these next two cards were a pair of cards I had for Hall of Famer and Negro League pioneer Monte Irvin, 1956 Topps card. This one I picked up on eBay for just a couple of dollars. I only gave like maybe $2-3 for this card, and you know, obviously condition issues, but I thought it was, you know, worth worth a shot and get this one graded and added to the registry. So it's not my nicest card of him by any means, but certainly felt it would look nice in the slab. And this one here is a 1954 Dandy Potato Chips, and this is, you know, kind of a tougher regional set, and you know, these cards were inserted in potato chip bags, and a lot of them will have some staining and some damage to them. Not uncommon with this set. This one's really rough even for the cards in this series, but this is another one that's part of that vintage type collection, and so I wanted to get one of these added to the registry as well. And then the last 5 cards that I'll show you from the registry, from my submission, they're all 5 Roberto Clemente cards that I had acquired, and I had raw that I wanted to get sent in to add to my master set of him. Starting off with this one here, which is 62 post serial. And this one just got the authentic grade. These can be pretty tough to try and get in a numeric grade, but this one you probably saw in another pickup video as well. Then this one here, 1967 Topps card. This is his base Topps card, and unfortunately this one was a gift as well, and I kind of thought it was going to get a better grade, but I really didn't look it over hard enough, and it does have a pretty significant crease, which if I hold it at that angle, you can see it show up in the camera. You know, just looking at it straight on, you don't see it at all, but if you look at it at the angle, and it shows a little bit better on the back as well, although not as much in the camera, that it has that pretty significant crease, which is what knocked it all the way down to a 2. Otherwise, it probably would have gotten a grade similar to this one, a 1968 Topps All-Star card, and a 5. And these were gifts from a friend of mine, and you know, it's really appreciate them. He's not on YouTube, but very cool guy. And here is a 1969 Major League Baseball Players Association photo stamps card. This one was on another pickups video recently. This one got very well, ended up getting a PSA 7. So pretty happy with that. These don't sell for big money at all, so you know, higher grades don't get you a whole lot with that one, but it's still nice to have a higher grade card of him. And last but not least, another one is 1972 Topps. This was one I'd picked up recently, and it's another one pretty rough corners and on the one edge condition, so only got a PSA 3, but it gets it put into the registry for me, so pretty happy with that. So that is all of them, and I'll have more stuff for you coming up later on. Take care, everyone.